I'm Abiola Jackson. This is the Entertainment News and Celebrity Gossip TV for Thursday, June the 12th. In entertainment news, according to the Baller Alerts, Jeezy confirms he was feeling Nia Long during their viral 2023 interview. So he was discussing this on the Breakfast Club. Now, before we get to that, we'll take you back to that infamous interview in 2023. I'll give you a short clip. I'm sure everybody has seen it by now, but just to take you back to that, just to go it over again, and then to the interview that Jeezy had with the Breakfast Club. So let's hold on.
And you got to know when it's time to be done.
Right.
And that's usually not about another person, an affair, or, some chick that's willing to like make you feel like a king. Cause that's why most men cheat. Most men cheat because
that's fascinating to me.
It's so gross. It's so stupid.
I personally, this is my quote, and real niggas don't cheat.
You don't think so?
Hell no.
I kind of understand what you mean when you say that.
They do not.
I understand what you mean when you say that.
It's something in us that makes us want to be right across the board.
But is that so that you are living up to the expectation that you set for yourself, right? Like, and you got to know when it's time to be done.
Right.
And that's usually not about another person, an affair, or, some chick that's willing to like make you feel like a king. Cause that's why most men cheat. Most men cheat because
that's fascinating to me.
It's so gross. It's so stupid.
I personally, this is my quote, and real niggas don't cheat.
You don't think so?
Hell no.
I guess that's where the flirtatiousness began from that point on. Let's continue.
I kind of understand what you mean when you say that.
They do not.
I understand what you mean when you say that.
It's something in us that makes us want to be right across the board.
But is that so that you are living up to the expectation that you set for yourself, right? Like,
so you got a bit of an idea of that interview. I know everybody has seen it already. Just had to show that to you guys again, just in case. So now we're going to the Breakfast Club interview, where Jeezy explains all this, and he admits to having a thing for Nia Long. So let's let you guys hear this interview.
Yeah. No, I get it now. I mean, even on the intellectual level, like I know that. I can sit down and spar with the best of them. I mean, I know that for a fact.
Oh yeah, we saw you with Nia Long.
Yeah, shout out to Nia. Shout out to Nia.
And then I was even saying a lot of women in the comments saying, "Oh, after the divorce, man, he looked even better."
Oh
after
wow, I received that.
I was saying that.
How did you feel when the internet said you was trying to holler at Nia Long by any means necessary?
They wasn't lying. It was not lying.
Right.
She said, "Real niggas don't cheat."
They don't.
No, they don't.
Hold on.
She said, "Really?"
But I went was real men. I never cheated. Not like that. No, I don't cheat.
What you mean not like that?
I'm saying like that's low hanging fruit. If I'm locked in, I'm locked in. We ain't got to be married. Like no, I get it now. I mean, even on the intellectual level, like I know that. I can sit down and spar with the best of them. I mean, I know that for a fact.
Oh yeah, we saw you with Nia Long.
Yeah, shout out to Nia. Shout out to Nia.
And then I was even saying a lot of women in the comments saying, "Oh, after the divorce, man, he looked even better."
Oh
after
wow, I received that.
I was saying that.
How did you feel when the internet said you was trying to holler at Nia Long by any means necessary?
They wasn't lying.
Yeah, at least he was honest, man. I'll give Jeezy his cigars. At least he was honest. He was honest about it. He didn't hide it. He didn't lie or try to sugarcoat it and deny it. At least he was honest. I gotta respect him for that. Let's continue.
It was not lying.
Right.
She said, "Real niggas don't cheat."
They don't.
But I don't know. They don't
Hold
cheat.
on, hold on.
She
wait,
said,
wait.
"Really?" He said, "Hell no."
But I went was real men. I never cheated.
Right.
Not like that. No, I don't cheat. That's,
What you mean not like that?
I'm saying like that's low hanging fruit. If I'm locked in, I'm locked in. We ain't got to be married. Like yeah. I get it now.
Okay, so he continues. He's going to continue on this.
We ain't got to be married. Like I'm just not a cheater. That's like I'm not gonna cheat my friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. That ain't in my blood.
That's real.
But when you say I was trying to holler, yeah, I was. But I had to be respectful because I was still, finalizing. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
It was hard. It was tough. Staying focused.
They gonna link you with everybody now.
I can't blame him, man. Yeah, I can't blame him. It's true, though. He's got a point. Sometimes when you're doing an interview, you got to be professional and you got to be respectful. But at the same time, it's not easy to focus. He's right about that, though. He's right about that. He's not lying about that. Let's continue.
Right. They gonna link you with everybody. I seen them link you with Cynthia Bailey the other day when you did that.
No, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that.
They sure did.
We love Cynthia, man. Shout out to Cynthia. That's a homegirl. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Now, the other one?
Yeah.
Nia Long.
Everything is finalized.
I just said the other one.
Okay. He's trying to spin the block.
Yeah, would you spin the block on that real quick?
On who?
I mean, on the other one.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, everything is finalized. But we
I'm
good
gonna press
now.
park. I'm gonna hit the park button. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna play about that.
Oh, so you said we might see her at some of these shows?
I mean, listen.
The
She's
Symphonic
invited.
Tour.
She's invited.
I know we ain't got to be married. Like I'm just not a
Right. Like,
And that was it. Now he goes from that discussing shooting a shot from Nia Long to he's reflecting on his divorce with Jeannie Mai. So he's going to continue on that. So we'll let you see that one. This is where he discusses his breakup with Jeannie Mai. So I'll let you hear that one.
I was even saying a lot of women in the comments saying, "Oh, after the divorce, man, he looked even better."
Oh
after
wow!
that.
I received that.
I was saying that, but I know that was like an intense time. You know, last year you going through all of that, even with the custody battle that you did win and everything. Where are things with you and your ex now?
Peace.
That's good.
Yeah, peace, man. I'm all about understanding. I'm all about what's best for everybody.
Yeah.
The greater good. And it just like I'm just telling you, like my life. I tell myself this every day. Like,
Good point. I'm glad he's at peace because you want to be on amicable terms, friendly terms. You don't want to amicable, respectable terms with you and your ex-wife. You don't want to be in a situation that DDG and Haley Bailey are in, where there's no, or with Offset and Cardi B. Those are two good examples. You don't want to be in a situation where you have bitterness and resentments over one another, to the point where it affects the children. In both cases, with Haley Bailey, with DDG Haley Bailey, and Offset and Cardi B. You don't want to be in that kind of situation. So you want to be like I said, you want to be respectful, amicable, and on good terms, even after a divorce. So I'm glad Jeezy is in a good space, and he's not in those kind of predicaments where there's disrespect, animosity, and a rift after the divorce. You want to be on friendly, amicable, good terms. Let's continue.
man, this is amazing. I don't got no enemies. I ain't got no issues. I don't want no enemies. I don't want no issues. I just want peace. I just want joy, and I just want freedom. I love my freedom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I love it. Like, you just talk about, I came up here independently. I just called, like, I'm coming to the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got to check in. I ain't got to, I ain't got to talk to no label. I ain't got to do nothing. And shout out to Def Jam. Love y'all. But it's just like freedom and ownership is everything. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're talking art, you're talking culture, you're talking your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like I've worked hard my whole life. This is like this is the season of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting myself first at all costs. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like my peace is everything. Like everybody that know me know that. You know what I'm saying? They call me and be like, yeah, bro, like.
And that's it. That was the interview with the Breakfast Club. Shout out to the Breakfast Club. Very good interview. So, like I said, glad like I've said all I've had to say about this. I've made my points on this. I'm glad Jeezy's moved on. He's a free man. Does what he wants to do. Hey, you never know. Maybe Nia Long, maybe him and Nia Long might get together. You never know. Anything's possible. So we'll see how that turns out. Hit the like and subscribe button. More entertainment news, celebrity gossip TV. I have nothing else to say. Like I said, I'm glad Jeezy's in a good space and he's doing his thing. Shout out to Jeezy. Give him his cigars. And we'll see what happens with him and Nia Long. See what happens there. Until next time, peace out.